So this is an interesting debate here, right? So we have one guy who says if he takes her on a date, when she leaves, he sends her $500 just because she exists. And then you have the other guy, game Goldie, saying make her earn it, make her to see if she likes you for you before you start spending money on her. So the question is, who is right? Is there a right or a wrong? Is there a do or don't in this type of situation? Do you spend the money because she exists, or do you make her earn it? So my opinion is it doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter if you spend the money up front or on the back end. You're going to spend. See, and that's the reality. The homie, the one homie says, I just sent the $500 just because she exists. You know, I'm not going to say I'm going to send a girl money because she exists. I won't say it like and that. I would say I would send her money. Maybe if she needs help. If I see that she needs, if she asks me for help, and then I she's been really cool, yeah, I might send it. But just because she's this, no, I'm not going to do that. But that's his prerogative. It's his money, right? If he sends the money because she exists, then hey, that's his money to burn. I'm not going to judge it. Some would say he's a trick, but in my opinion, everybody's tricking it somehow. There's all forms of tricking. Everybody's tricking. All the men are tricking. When they tricking their dick, they tricking. You tricking because mostly all men, pretty much all men, live to please women, right? Especially the married men, right? Married men think they're not tricking and not even knowing they got a live-in prostitute. Married man got a live-in prostitute. So how are they not tricking? Right? They're tricking too. Then the niggas who dating the girls, they tricking. Everybody's tricking. Being a provider is being a trick at the end of the day. At the end of the day. At the end of the day. Now, people say, well, she's probably giving it to somebody away, giving it to somebody free. Okay. Can you prove that? Right? That's the question, right? Can you make that? Can you make that proof? Can you prove that she's giving to somebody else free? And if she's giving to somebody else for free, right? It probably was in high school. But once a woman reaches 18, 19, she's not giving that thing. That's why a lot of women date older men. This is why a lot of women chase older men or entertainers or rappers. Women show what type of men they value. Women make it obvious who they value the most. Whenever you see globs and globs and globs and millions of women chasing the top 15%, the rappers, the football, the sport athletes, actors, they were listen, bird of a feather flock together, right? And where you see all the birds at, you're going to see food. And where do you see majority of all women flocking to? People who got money. You don't see, whole bunch of women flocking to niggas who are broke. Now, are there some homies that can get around, not have a lot of money and still get a woman? Yeah. Yeah. If he looks really good and maybe he doesn't have it like that, can he still get some coochie? Yes. But majority of all women, if you want the number game, majority of all women chase after success. 90 8% of women chase success in some form. 100% of women chase success in some form, but 98% of them chase the 1 to 15%. They, not all of them may go to concerts. Not all of them may fly out to see Chris Brown, but others chase in their mind, right? In their mind, they're like, man, that's the type of man I want. Because remember, women are delusional. Women are delusional. So either way it goes, gentlemen, either when you date a woman and you want to get married or you want to have a girlfriend, you either pay on the front end or you can pay it on the back end. But either way it goes, you're going to pay something, a lot of it, right? And that's just the reality. And in 2026, the way these women are moving, you're going to have to pay a lot on the front end. And women are not letting men pay on the back end anymore. They are requesting everything up front, some sort of payment. These women are, you're not giving out too many free passes anymore. Because they think they deserve the best and fuck the rest. And this is a fact. Let's go into the video and we're going to listen to both these arguments. It's pretty good. I like it. And let's go. Let's see what they have to say.
Hey, check this out. You know who it is. You know what it is. The Goldie Hour. Listen, I got a special guest in the building. Mr. Send her $500 just because. Hey, introduce yourself to the people.
Come on, man. It's Papi Chulo, man. If you didn't know, man. You hear me, Mr. Send her $1,000 just because.
Oh, we gonna get into it. But before we get into that, what the people want to know, man, just give them your background for the people who may not know what you do, who you are, and all that.
Got you. So pretty much, you know what I'm saying? Humble beginnings, man. You know, let's not go too far back. Let's probably stick around 2018, man. 2017, I would end up quitting my last job working at Skechers, start my own damn business, starting our own business, went out there, went broke 3 times behind that shit.
Yeah.
You know how it go, man.
It
happens. And you know what I mean? Shoot, I got it right the second time and boom. You know what I'm saying? Here we are, $3 million in the first year. We had 40 million now. Let's just
man, you came up. You know, it's funny. You worked at Skechers. I worked at Skechers.
Oh, that's fire.
Yeah, that was my last job. My first job at 16, I worked as a bag person at Sagmart, a grocery store.
Wow.
And then Skechers, man, that was my last job, man. Ain't looked back since, man. I've been about 15, 20 years now. So, Skechers is a good launching pad. Skechers taught me how much I'll never want to work for somebody. I hated that job. So, man, I was sitting there. I had to twist the shoes right on every.
Yeah,
Yo, I was sitting in them aisles when the boss wasn't around, man, just dreaming and looking at the houses and the cars. I got to get up out of here, Yeah, my first opportunity, I took it and ain't looked back since.
I mean, it sounds like people need to go work at Skechers for their last job.
Hey, man, sometimes you got to hate where you at so bad, it'll make you jump out there and do what you need to do, man. And now you riding Rolls Royces, Lamborghinis, doing this, doing that, man. I see you everywhere, man. You blowing up on social media.
Come on, bro.
Man, so tell me, listen, I got a real question for you, right?
Let's get it.
So you originated this whole thing. Sending what was the first number you said? 500? Because now you saying crazy stuff like sending 20,000. But what was the first one that you said?
First one was saying send a 200 for nails.
Move the mic like more like this, like twisted. Yep.
There we go. Yeah, the first one was sending a 200 for the nails now.
Okay, we gonna get into it. I got a real question.
Yeah.
Right, because I want to know.
Yeah.
Do you really believe what you saying? 100%. Do you really believe what you saying? Send her 500 just cuz.
I stand behind it.
Okay. I need to know the ideology behind it.
I got you. All right,
cool. Go ahead.
So if we break it down, right, because I'll use every word. Every word has intention on it.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Send her. Who is her? Her is whoever got your back at the end of the day. You know, if you get locked up, who you know paying that.
You don't say that on your videos, though.
It's supposed to bring people in so they can understand. You know what I'm saying? I like to break things down to long form content. So when they actually, hold on, let me check that dude out, what he's saying on live, and they get to see it, break it down to it so they can understand. Like,
okay, all right, listen.
Her.
I hear you, because I say a lot of things in a 60-second clip, but if they really understand what I'm saying on the back end, they'll understand it's a little different. But you say just because.
Just because.
Just because. So you're not saying if you just meet a woman and you just meet her and y'all like, all right, we finna go on a date. Oh, I'm gonna just send her 500.
Oh, no. Listen, it's like, yo, if she makes you feel something on that date, even on the first, if she makes you feel something that no other woman has made you feel, because for one, we go off of feelings as men. You know what I'm saying? Like, a woman don't gotta pay for nothing to make us. Nah, we make our own selves great based off of the words that we hear women say to us, right? It's just that, especially when it comes to me, you know what I'm saying? I gotta hear that from a woman. I'm a king. King always had queens, concubines, things of that nature, feeding his ego 24/7 to make him a bigger king. The biggest king had that behind him, whatever case.
All right, so give me an example.
Come on.
Of a time that you just sent a woman 500 just because off of a date and she said the right thing to you.
Got you. Listen, man. I was at where was it? I was over here, you know what I'm saying, over here by Moxie's and shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And literally had a date with a young lady, you know what I mean? And listen, man, the date went smooth, you know what I'm saying? Regular conversation. It was the after effect. It was the, hey, I don't know if anybody told you that I believe you the best to ever do it. You the best to ever do it. Don't let nobody trick you out your position or whatever the case is. You him in real life. That's all I wanted to say. Have a good night. And tomorrow, if you want lunch, I'll send it to you. You know what I mean? That right there, just to hear that at that very moment, right? Because, you know, life goes play by play, moment by moment. Well, we be needing that, you know?
So you met her. Y'all just had a quick conversation.
Yeah.
What did she say to you to make you feel like that?
Bro, it was that ain't nobody fucking with you. You know what I'm saying? Because for one, we competing with everybody in the world. As men, we compete, whether we like it or not. Men compete. You know what I'm saying? Like, we go out there, try to be the best at the marketplace, try to be best at this. You the best in your field. I've already identified that. I wouldn't come on here if you wasn't. You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate
and I feel like I'm the best in my field. So you just need to be hearing that. You know what I'm saying? And when she said that at the very moment, I'm like, oh, bingo. The next day, 500. Thank you for your existence. That's what I say.
Thank you for your existence.
Your existence. Because everybody ain't built the same. Some people want to take money from you. Some people want to make money with you. Some people just care about you winning.
Okay, so once you sent the 500, what did she do? What did she say?
OMG, crying faces, call me on FaceTime, crying. Nobody has ever done that for me and everything. Ever since then, hey, whatever you need. She acts as an assistant now. Most of them, they act as assistants to me. So I ain't got to worry about food ever. I ain't got to worry about house being clean ever. I ain't got to pay maids.
So how much you sending her like on a regular basis?
It just depends. It just depends on how I feel. You know what I'm saying? Because at that point, there's never a transaction where she say, yo, I need this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I believe that comes from being him. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to become him first.
Okay. All right. I hear what you're saying.
Come on.
But don't you think if I give a woman give me conversation and I'm just like, all right, I'm gonna send you 500 just because. Don't you think that she might deal with you only because you funding her lifestyle and you giving her money rather than actually liking you? Or does her actually liking you even matter?
I believe once you identify yourself as a certain character, a person, a certain status of a person, whatever the case is, a woman is going to deal with you because you're that person.
But I hear what you're saying. But how does she even you can't really identify my character in a conversation. So how do I even get her to like my character if I'm leading with my hand? Are you not afraid of her falling in love with your hand instead of actually you? Because it's like this at a job, right?
Yeah.
We don't work the job. I don't like my.
Well, this is where I believe a lot of men are delusional, right? They think because they don't lead with their money and they lead with their character that the women still don't want the money, right? Women still looking for a provider no matter what you lead with. So the man paying the $500 on the front end, he's just getting out the way. He's realistic. Like, he's not caring, right? I'm going to send the $500. Now, Goldie, he's saying, well, shouldn't you make her earn it, right? What the fuck does that matter? Ain't no guarantee. If you make her earn it, she's still going to want your money. She's still going to want to use you. No matter how you do it. Niggas, you driving around in Rolls Royces, you hopping out of Lamborghinis, no matter what you say, no matter what you do, how much character you got, women see that, they're going to want you, they're going to want things from you. That's just the reality. It's just the reality. So I think game Goldie, I think he's a little delusional. I think he thinks that, well, I'm not going to give her the money right away. I'm not going to give her the money on the front end. I'm going to give her the money on the back end. You're still going to pay, nigga. At the end of the day, you're still paying. She's still going to expect you to spend that money on her. Simple.
Boss, I don't like the coworkers. Man, I don't even like the customers in here. But I put a smile on my face for that check. So essentially, when you giving a woman a check, she might not like you. She might not like nothing about you, but she's going to act like she like you because the money that you giving her. Are you not afraid? How could you actually know if she really like you? Because we see it. We know it. Women deal with men that they don't even really like just because of the check they bring.
They do.
So how can you identify that if you leading with the money?
Almost every woman that I ever ran to invested more in me than I ever did in them. Remember, I got these programs, most of them female ran, right? So boom, they'll drop 10 bands on it when they getting their tax check or when they getting whatever check from whatever job they got. They didn't invest it more this way to the point they already understand. Like, listen, it's the company of men that they actually can say they have. Like, yo, I got him right here. He a real one. I can call him about anything. I can tell him about relationships. I can tell him about this and that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm the dude that never really hung around millions of dudes. I always had women around me. You know what I'm saying? Women around me because they got better conversation. You ain't got to worry about the motherfucker snaking you because they do that. You know what I'm saying?
No,
like,
you right. But what you're saying is she's dealing with you dealing with women who invest in your business and things like that. But what about that woman you met at Moxie? She didn't invest in your business.
She didn't invest in the business, but boom, hey, food, what you got? She ain't asking for money for the food. She just sending it. The amount of food that she done sent, that's a total of like $700-800 if I'm over here, if I'm calculating it right, $700-800 in food alone. And that's without asking for any money in return. That's just, hey, I just want to make sure you good, King. I just want to make sure you good.
Have you never had a woman who you didn't give her just $500 just because? Be like, I like you. I like everything about you. I like your mind. I like your swag. I like the way you 100%. Look. I want to come in and I want to send you food. I want to come in and I want to help you. Have you ever had a woman do that without you having to give her some money first?
Plenty of times. You know what I'm saying? I got more.
So what's the incentive of giving her the money up front?
It's about whoever make me feel a certain way at a certain time. Because I be like, man, money is, you know what I'm saying? Like the people that really got it, you know what I'm saying? That really got it. We don't look at it the same as everybody else. Money ain't nothing but about value of a byproduct of value creation. If you create the value, you get the money.
Yeah.
Money, that shit like pennies to me. You know what I'm saying? 500, that ain't nothing. So I'm over here like, okay, cool. So if
you're not wrong. I know, listen, you're not wrong. But what I find is when you lead with your money, the woman starts to expect something. Mm-hmm. It's like Pavlov's dog, right? You ring a bell, you feed them. You ring a bell, so you get the desired behavior. Mm-hmm. If I'm giving a woman money just for existing, it's kind of confusing her about what's the right behavior.
And this is where Goldie's delusional, right? Because no matter what, she expects money from you. Even if she meets you when you're on the way up the ladder, she has expectations for you to achieve something. If not, she's going to leave you. Women always expect men to be providers. Women look for men to pay for things. No matter how you do it, a woman's going to want you to pay for something. So there's no way around it. Women love dudes to pay for things. And especially when you're rolling around in Rolls Royces and Lamborghinis, right? Or whether you playing sport, whatever, right? Women, that's what they do. And I don't know what Goldie keeps saying for, well, shouldn't you wait to give her the money to see if she likes you? There's some women that know how to play the long game. Some women play the short game. Right? You got different styles. Right? You got some women who got 4 or 5 dudes paying bills for them. And so when they meet a dude who got money, if they like him, they're going to deal with him on the pretense on how he treats them. And if he's taking her to nice restaurants and doing nice things for him, she's going to expect for him to eventually take over those bills those 4 or 5 dudes are paying, or else she's not going to be with them. Women are hypergamous, and they love men to spend money on them, and that's just the name of the game. Women will always love that, regardless whether man leave with your wallet. If you don't leave with your wallet, women want men to spend on them. That's why they chase all the rich people, the athletes, right? They chase the rappers. Women make it clear they love money, status, and power, and sex, all of it. And they chase the people with the most resources. Simple. They don't want no poor man. They don't want no, they are not supporting broke energy. If you just look broke, now you may, once again, right, you may be able to, beat the curb, but once again, you better have a game plan, telling, oh, well, I got this plan. Some women might go if you look good enough. But believe me, she's looking at you to make a big splash at some point. And if you don't make a big splash, she's going to lose respect for you. So women, no matter what, you're going to get used. So if you give her the money on the front end, you're getting used. If you give her money on the back end, you're getting used. I don't know what Goldie's talking. I don't know what Goldie's trying to achieve with him saying that, oh, well, shouldn't you not leave with your wallet? What's the difference? Women got social media. They're looking at that and they say, I deserve that. Women think they deserve things before you even give it to them. Women think they deserve what they want. And if you not give it to them, then there's no use for you.
Mm-hmm. I should give her 500 when she been doing everything right, when she do this right, when she talk to me right, so then she understands the correct stimuli that I want. If I'm just giving her money just for existing, how does she know what to do, what not to do? Because the reward and punishment system ain't there, because I'm just giving her money just cause.
100%, bro. And I believe that all goes into your first conversation that you be having with women. You know what I'm saying? Like, I state my intentions. I state right now, listen, boom, divorce already happened. You know what I'm saying? Right now, I'm not trying to look for nothing serious. You know what I'm saying? Just somebody who can actually, you know what I'm saying, assist me in different plays and different fields and different things. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. And now, boom, you have them. You had the real estate agents. You had the lawyers. You have this and that. You know what I'm saying? And all these women checking on you. Whatever you need, I got you. To the point where I ain't really got to do too much based off of the character of man I am.
But would not listen. I say it all the time. Like a woman be like, you know what? I cook. Mm-hmm. I clean, I do this. And I say all the time, well, wouldn't I rather just pay for a meal prep because they actually are real professional cooks? Wouldn't I want to pay for an actual cleaner because they actually really know how to clean? If I'm going to pay you for it, I might as well pay a professional and then get the woman who just wants to be with me because she wants to be with me, though.
Yeah, bro. For me, it's like, I want to know for a fact you in that kitchen because you cooking for me. I want to know that you cleaning my floors because they my floors.
Hey, my employees, if I pay my cleaner, she cleaning my floors because they my floors because I paid her.
Yeah, but it's a different attachment as far as, hey, is everything to your liking? Is everything, because you already know all this is ego play for men. We need that. You know what I'm saying? We need that ego feed. You know, yeah, you can have self-confidence. That's all cool and dandy. But when you know for a fact, but women are just around you because you are you.
But are they around you for you, or are they around you because you paying everything that they need and just giving them $500 just because? Well, wouldn't you feel better about yourself if you said, I would not talk to this woman at Moxie's and I didn't give her no 500 for lunch, and she still came and wanted to come deal with me. She still came and wanted to cook for me, clean with me without 100%. Me having to give her nothing. Wouldn't I have a bigger ego? Like, she really liked me for who I am as a man rather than her just doing it maybe because I gave her some money. Wouldn't your ego feel better because I didn't have to pay for it?
Well, real quick.
Just like if I'm paying for pussy. Now, I ain't mad at nobody paying for pussy. Everybody pay for it in some sort of way, whether you spending money, whatever. But you would have a bigger ego knowing I met that woman outside and she liked my swag, my conversation, who I am, all of this. And that's why she gave it to me rather than if I just paid her to give it to me.
Yeah.
Wouldn't my ego be bigger because I didn't have to pay for it versus I had to pay for it? Well, how much credit can I get for her doing something for me if I had to pay for it?
I got you. And I always say, man, that's one of many. You know what I'm saying? One of many. You know, you're going to have all those women doing that regardless. You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't crazy looking. You know what I'm saying? Like, in shape, shit together. Women going to do that regardless. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're going to do that regardless. They're going to show up and say, yo, just because you him, around anything you want. But it's always going to be that one that get to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can have 100 in a room doing everything for you Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And then that Sunday, somebody can say the right things at the right time. And it can just motivate you to say, here you go, girl. Hey, listen, just in case you need it. You know what I'm saying? You might not even need it.
Now
I don't mess with broke girls. You know what I'm saying? These girls pulling up in They pulling up in the same thing I'm pulling up in. They flying the same places I'm flying to. So we are in the area of not even being in the broke area. We already know that area up there. You got to have something because we know how much these buildings cost.
Yeah.
You know
but you giving money, right? It's value exchange. If I give some money, I'm giving value for something that's worth that money.
Yeah.
I just don't see a woman just existing is worth her. Just existing is worth some money.
You never met one?
Don't you? I'm gonna get there. I have.
Okay,
but
okay.
she had to prove herself that she was that one.
Yeah,
it wasn't off the dribble. Oh, I'm gonna just do it. Now, of course, I'll take you. If I see just from the offset of a conversation, I see these couple little things. Okay, I might want to investigate and I might spend a little bit of money on a dinner, but I'm not just gonna give her no money.
Yeah.
Right. Here's a dinner so we can enjoy ourselves. You can relax and we can have a conversation. And then you get to know me. If you're doing things from me, you got the right characteristics, the right soul, all of these things. Then okay, we get to
a Goldie, you still paying. You're still paying, Goldie. What your dinners you're taking her to, Goldie, you're not taking her in and out. You're not taking her to motherfucking Burger King. You're taking her to a 5-star. Automatically, come on, man. You're paying, nigga. It's the same thing. What's the difference?
to rocking and you doing for me and then okay, then baby, here, get your nails done. Then okay, but off the dribble though, I just feel like, because listen, I come from a lifestyle where I used to see it. I used to see women finesse, right?
Yeah,
and,
sure.
and even like, you know, back in the day when I had no money and I go to the club, man, my girl will go up to another dude and she'll get the drinks bought from him and then come bring it to me. I just don't ever want to be that guy. And I know it's women out here.
Yeah.
You kind of put yourself out there as a target or as a mark, or what would you call it? Prey to women with that type of mindset when they say he gonna give me money for no reason. Well, now I know all I gotta do is act right. I don't like this man. I don't really care for this man, but he gonna pay me, so I'm gonna put the roll on. Now it may not matter. I know a lot of dudes, they be like, man, I don't care. I know what you're around for. Is that your mindset? Like, I don't care.
Nah, not at all. You
know, but how could you know though?
Because you gotta become him.
You know,
I believe him comes with a certain type of aura about yourself. You already know. Listen, when you was broke, you were still attracting the celebrities. You were still sleeping with the best, the baddest. You know what I'm saying? Everybody top, you already had that when you was broke.
Yeah.
So now that you got bread, you already know you're not looking at money the same way.
But how can you know she actually really mess with you if you putting out money? Because everybody's gonna do what they need to do to get the money, especially a lot of these women that's broke. They ain't really having it like that. So how do you know she actually like you and she not just acting a part to get the bread from you?
I think we would truly never know. Truly, you know what I'm saying? We don't even know if we liking a woman for real. We see a body, we be like, damn.
You could know if you don't give her no money, because then you know she here for you.
At the same time, is she there for you just because it's convenient? Because it's a lot of convenient relationships. How many women you done slept with that's in convenient relationships that go immediately? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
a lot of people,
when you're looking at it, it's like they don't even like them. You know what I'm saying? I go pick the tightest relationship. I walk up, hey, what's going on? It's over. You know what I'm saying? And that means they don't even like them, even though they've been with them 5-10 years or whatever the case is. Because why would you betray the man that's been taking care of you that long? So,
and that's where I agree with the homie. I agree with the homie on that. 100%. Just because a woman is getting with you, don't mean her feelings can't change for you. Money can't buy love. Money can't sustain love either. Can people be bought for a certain period of time? Yeah. And this is with all the infidelity, all the complaining, the divorcing, right? Superficiality is without substance. We understand that. But it's just the ways of the world. Women are superficial. Men are superficial. We both superficial. I wear designer, she wear designer. So, but the problem with being superficial when it comes to, you know, women, they look to get their things from men, right? That's basically superficial. When men, we look more to get more of the physical, the appreciation, the more psychological from women. Men look to get psychological, you know, impairment from women. Where women look to get physical, like designer, money, good time for men. And, you know, and then they just, that's what it is. When women want things from men that are superficial. Now, do some women want more than superficial? Yes. Some women want your soul. Some women want to control you. Some women want you to worship them. I believe all women want you to worship them. But some prioritize you worshiping them. Some prioritize getting the money and run. Some just want to get the money and leave and go find a guy to worship them. So women in totality will always want the best that life has to offer, which they think they deserve. And that's just a fact of the matter. And no matter what you do as a man, whether you, I'm going to have long conversations with her and we're going to talk and I'm not going to buy her nothing right away, And if you're balling like Goldie, where are you? What are you wearing when you see her? Are you wearing Pro Wings? Are you wearing Gators? I see you in Gucci. So just by the clothing you wear, that's going to corrupt the woman already. She's already that's going to level up her expectations. And some girls are smart, man. They'll play the waiting game on you. They'll play it like they like you, pretend like they laugh at your dumbass jokes. They'll pretend like they're really interested to get to the bigger picture, your money and the lifestyle. Women will do this. They're great actresses. So, it is what it is. But as a rich man, this is the deal. And this is true facts. This is the curse and the blessing of being rich. When you're rich, the blessing is you get to buy things. You get to buy everything with the best that life has to offer, pretty much. But you're also going to draw scavengers. You're going to draw people who are going to use you even more. I mean, even when you're poor, people use you. But when you're rich, people are going to use you more. And you're not going to, most likely, if you're rich, it's very difficult that you're going to find true love. Ask Jennifer Lopez. Ask Aisha Curry. Ask Jada Pinkett. And so on. Because money, it's only a temporary fulfillment of happiness. But the very act of money, it can't keep you happy. It can't. It's nice to it's nice to have wear designer. People look at you, oh, that's nice. But inside, you're empty. And men who give money, like say $500 for existing, it's not necessarily he's trying to buy the woman. He just shows that money means nothing to him. He doesn't care. He doesn't care. But poor people, they're going to, oh, he a trick. Because poor people, of course, economically challenged people are going to say things like that because they're hating. But if they're in that position, they would do the same damn thing.
It's at the same time, you're looking at it like, yo, you never know nobody true intentions for real.
Yeah.
But you already know, like, listen, if you ain't kicking it out like that and they still coming over doing for you everything they can,
yeah,
that's for you. You know what I'm saying? And luckily I just been fortunate enough to be around the women that got the bag, that's willing to, I got you, whatever you need. All
right, so the girl that you say you met at Moxie's and everything, so now she like your assistant, and she doing this and she doing that for you.
Book the flights, everything. Book the flights, take care of my students' travels, take care of their hotels, all that. Ain't asked for a dime in pay. She like, yo, whatever you need, you know what I'm saying? Just make sure, you know what I'm saying, the money is here, taking care of it.
So she really like a free employee.
Come on now.
But isn't that a danger to have a free employee? Wouldn't you rather have an actual employee because there's boundaries? You dealing with a woman who just dealing with you because she like you and now she all in your business and she your assistant. When things go left, it don't go as cleanly cut as if you had an employee you could just fire.
That's true. But the thing is, at the same time, when you're looking at employees or whatever the case is, the employee is only as loyal as they check. You know what I'm saying? Anything happen, guess what? The employee, they out of there. this person, no matter up, down, or whatever, they're gonna be around.
How would you know if whether up, down, they're gonna be around if you always been in the up?
That's the crazy part, because it's like, shit, I don't never think of down season. You know, it's like when you properly prepare yourself. I could borrow from one of my kids.
No,
you know
that's what I'm saying. So since you ain't never been in a down, you ain't never been able to test that woman and know if she is an employee or not. Like you said, an employee is only as loyal to the check, but you're giving a woman a check. So how do you know she's still loyal when you always got the check for her?
I always say it like this. I look at when I was broke, what I was able to do when I was broke. You know what I'm saying? When I was broke, boom, free food all the time. Making sure, even when it came to Skechers, can I say this now?
Women would never be loyal to a man. She's loyal to the way she feels and her emotional roller coaster. She's loyal to those feelings. Women never. She will always love herself more than she loves you. Facts.
Or does she show me the characteristics that she's the type of person who's a loyal person? So it's all of these things. And of course, you can never mitigate a woman.
Yeah, but I'm about to say, how you can tell she's loyal?
So like a 2-week check for her. You tell her, listen, I can't get into it for your safety. If I could ask anybody else, I would, but I'm coming to you. I need this amount of money. Can you give it to me? Yes or no? If your woman is willing to give you that, then you know she's solid. If she ain't willing to give you that, you know she don't really fuck with you for real. But she gotta go through the test though. How do I know? How do I know if she doesn't go through the test, she's not battle tested? And how could somebody deserve something if they ain't battle tested?
Have you ever had that conversation where you know for a fact this woman to do anything for you right now? At a drop of a dime, she'll do just by the way she looks at you. Because you know the difference between a regular look and I look at you like you him.
I'm gonna tell you this.
Come on.
I ain't never been able to judge a woman based off of anything but her actions. And every time I tried to judge a woman based off what I thought, I was wrong. So I don't judge nobody off of nothing but their actions, because how could you know? You could be around somebody 10 years. If you always having it for 10 years, then they always around benefiting for 10 years. Until you don't have it, you don't know who they really are, if they really like you. And that's why you see in a lot of relationships, as soon as a dude go broke, now she's unhappy. And I see it in the streets all the time. Dude have a run, he gets some money, he was scamming for a minute. COVID hit, nigga was hitting for the PPP. He got him abroad for 2 years. Money started slowing down. All of a sudden, when the money slowed down, the broad on to the next, because he never battle tested her. He spent all the money on vacations, on bags, on this, on dinners. And soon as things got low, she left. Why? Because he never battle tested her. But to his thought, oh, she really fuck with me. She really loved me. She really liked me. She didn't even know if she really liked him. She liked the lifestyle. So how could you know if you don't put him through a test?
Bro, I always say if a woman leave you after you did all that for those years, right? Yeah. If a woman leave you, she was supposed to leave you.
But you know I hear you, right?
Like now I'm happier than ever. Thank you for removing yourself.
She was supposed to leave you. But why go through all of that money, time wasted when you could put a test on a woman and know who she is, so you ain't got to wait till you broke to find out she ain't there for you?
Bro, I've been seeing plenty of people.
There's no true way, even if you put a tester on her. Because once again, women are enslaved to their emotions and the way they feel. So if her feelings change, nigga, period, she's gone. You can put test on her and she pass it, and her feelings switch up on you another year, another 6 months later, and she'd leave you still. So what Goldie said is irrelevant. No woman will ever love you more than she loves herself. Period. So you, whatever your style is, if you want to make her earn it because you really want her to see your character and you want her to really love you for you, nigga, that's just being delusional. She still has expectations. See, women have expectations even before they meet you. They have what they want to expect from their man. Their moms tell them, get your man that's going to take care of you. Then they're looking at social media. They're looking at other women around, how men are taking care of them. So if they're going to get with a guy, they're going to get with a guy who's going to be able to meet at least 80%. And still complain about that, but minimum 70 to 80% of what they want from the guy. It's just the name of the game. Women are, they're heartless, man. They don't care. They don't care. They got so much going on. They got their ego. Then they got a lot of options, they think. Then they got the emotional roller coaster. That's a lot. So, yeah, they can shift. Women can shift on you at any moment. So you can put it to tester. No matter what test you put it, what kind of test you gonna put it through? You gonna pretend like you broke? What kind of test you gonna put it through? You have some random dude come and try to fuck the shit out of her? Listen, listen, who cares? I'm not gonna put no woman through no test. Right? I know women are only good for sexual pleasure and arm candy. That's pretty much, in my opinion, where their value's at. Anything past that, you're a damn fool. You are a damn fool if you think you can put a woman through a test and you can put a lie detector test and you can, and think that she ain't gonna leave you 6 months from now, 2 years from now, a year from now, 10 years from now. With the divorce rate at 800,000 times a year, you're at risk, buddy. And it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what you give her. It doesn't matter what you put her through. Oh, look, I'm going to make her earn. I'm going to reward her. Doesn't mean she's not going to want to fuck another rich man. Doesn't mean that she doesn't want to fuck. She might pick a dude that makes less money than you. Because once again, once the women get all that shit and see that, this lifestyle, a lot of women, they want to, they kind of miss the poor guy because he has more time for them. He caters to them more. That guy who has less money is gonna do what the fuck she says. He's not gonna push back. He's gonna be pretty much loyal. He's gonna fight for her. He's gonna validate her feelings. He's gonna do whatever it takes to make her happy. This is why women leave rich men for men of lesser resources, because they say, okay, I'd rather have the power of the worship than spending money. If money was that good, or if they really love money, and they do, they would stay. So it doesn't matter what you do, whether you spend the money up front, back end, on the front end, whether you want to make her earn it, doesn't guarantee she's going to be there for you. It doesn't guarantee that she loves you for you. And then let's just say she don't pass the test. Who's to say it's greener on the other side? Who's to say the next woman? Who's to say there ain't no guarantee the next woman ain't gonna be? She might be worse. You just never know. You gamble, and you gamble how you gamble. So the homie want to spend the money. He want to send a girl $500 because she exists. That's his prerogative. That's his prerogative. If he just want to do things for women financially because to him, he pedestalizes women as creatures that deserve, money gifts. Hey, that's his prerogative. And then he's a little delusional too, talking about, oh yeah, she does this for me And I don't have to ask you any my sisters. Okay, nigga, that don't mean she love you. That don't mean she love you for you. You know, you don't mean that. She might just want to be around that money, and she knows you're gonna keep on coming, and she's gonna keep doing, and you're gonna keep giving. Okay, duh, nigga. The fuck? Women don't. You think you send her $5 for no reason? She's gonna want more. She want to know where more of that's coming from. She's finna get to that well and run it till that motherfucker dry. Oh wait, it is what it is. Men, we gotta stop fighting the fact that women are diabolical. It is what it is. We got to stop thinking that, oh, these women out here are good for me, when we clearly see that they're not good for men. Most of you dudes, oh, women have value. What value other than sex and arm candy do a woman got? What else? Tell me. Prove. Look, if y'all, I'll debate anybody. You tell me what value a woman has. Oh, well, she pours into you. Pour into you what, nigga? She ain't gonna get with you unless you already are they're damn near close to being got money, nigga. She not pouring into you broke, nigga. You broke, she not fucking with you like that. She might give you some pussy, but she ain't fucking with you like that. Stupid. You think she? No. That's why you don't see women marrying broke niggas. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Now, once again, you have to understand, if you think you're going to be in this world having money and not being used, not only women going to use, men going to use you too. Homies be faking like they like you too to get money from you. Everybody's going to use it. We're in a user society, period. This is just the name of the game. It's how you want to play it. And men got to stop being delusional. I want them to take care of me, a woman that loves me but don't want to be used. Come on, nigga. We sign up to be used. If we got it, we're gonna share it. Simple. We're gonna share that money because this is what we do. And then, when she breaks up with you, when she leaves on you, she cheats on you, or when she just divorces you, you gotta accept the fate. Being with a woman is a curse and a blessing, just like being rich. Yeah, you're with her because sex is good, she looks good. Now you might have some great conversations or maybe some good times. But the curse is most women are disrespectful. They don't like men and they love themselves and they're self-centered individuals. And they're going to make the relationship all about them. And fuck you. But that's just a fact of the matter.
People, bro. People will literally do whatever they want because they want to do it, right? We can't control humans, right?
Yeah.
You can do all that, right? Until a person run into the person they really truly want to be with. You know what I'm saying? Everybody gonna meet their match. Like, we talk about couples, bro.
Yeah.
We can walk in the room with 10 happy couples. You think we ain't taking at least 7, 8 home?
Yeah.
At least
The
7
options.
to 8. Talking about super, me, him locked down 20, 30 years.
Because they didn't test her. They didn't test their woman. Listen, I feel like you have to, the same way you need to test your woman if that's a lifelong partner, you need to test your business partner. You need anything that you building with somebody, you need to test. Otherwise, you're going to waste your time, and wasted time is worse than anything. And wasted time is wasted life. Yeah. All I'm saying is,
what you did in that time frame with that person to make it worth it. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like
most dudes ain't. See, you talking about, you put your women in your business because you have a vehicle. Most of these dudes don't. So what they doing with this woman? They not building nothing. All they doing is taking time, going to the movies, going on vacation, spending money on dinners.
Yeah.
So all they did was get a drain this whole time. So maybe you in 4 years, you find out the woman wasn't really dealing with you, but okay, she was in your business, so she was helping. I got my women, they fucking with me. Man, please believe they chipping in, they doing what they need to do.
Yeah.
So when it ends, I'm like, okay, cool. But most of these dudes, they not getting nothing from the, they not requiring. So when it's over, they wasted 4 years.
They need to stay by themselves, bro.
Yeah, okay.
Stay by yourself. Build your foundation.
So test the woman. So not test the woman.
You can test her in different ways, though, right?
Give me a test.
You might try to go to
give us a test. Give us a test that you would think how to test a woman.
The test is, yo, what you got going on? I've been doing this for 4-5 years. I'm working towards this MBA. All right, I want you to drop all that and come over here with me. See the response from that, because
most of these dudes don't got their own vehicle that they can put a woman in.
And that's why I'm saying men need to stay by themselves, build their foundation so they can actually have the pick of the litter. Because for one, you might get with a girl that you really don't want. You know what I'm saying? Dudes over here now is you see everybody promote to get with a 6. You don't even like the 6. You like the 8.
Let's talk about it.
Let's go.
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
Come on.
You say dudes ain't getting with who they really want
at all,
right? That's an ideology, right?
Yeah.
But what's more valuable?
Yeah.
If your looks fade with time, how valuable can they be really if eventually they're going to go away? So what stands the test of time should be more valuable, which is her character, her soul, how much she likes you. Not to mention, we got some money. It don't cost for $15,000-$20,000 to get a BBL, to get this, to get that. So why does it matter so much if he's saying, okay, she quote unquote a 6, but she got all the other characteristics and we could upgrade that 6?
Most men ain't doing that. Most men ain't looking at her for the 6. Like, hey, she's this, but she got this. We ain't looking at that. We looking at, she look like this though. My boy bringing around this.
But you know,
bringing this. You ain't bringing nothing.
That's my ideology is to these dudes like who likes you and start looking at these other things which are more valuable. Because you could have a woman that look good, man. And I see it all the time. Oh, yeah, she look good, but she giving you hell at home. Your mental space ain't clear. She's disloyal. She's a cheater. She's always him to her. But because she's a 10, you could be him to her, but she's rotten in her soul. You know, you can't fix that. So that's what I'm saying. When I'm judging a woman based on 5, 6, 7, 1 to 10, it's not just on looks, because that's not the most important thing. Because she could look good and she could be rotten though. So that number should be based on her looks, her hygiene, her soul, her character, her ambition, how much she like you, how loyal she is, all of these things.
That's one of those. If it's understood, it ain't got to be explained. You know what I'm saying? But
I think it got to be explained, because let's like break it down. Dudes.
Yeah, most of the time, right? Like,
and let me just say one thing, and I'm gonna let you go.
Come on.
And for me, maybe because I grew up in a lifestyle where, you know, they would take women from the gutter and turn them into 10s, and they would be dealing with rappers and actors and things. So I've always seen how little the exterior really matters, because it could be bought. And if something could be bought, it's not that valuable. So I've always seen it from that standpoint. You get what I'm saying?
Bro, you'll see, you know, let's say the men say, okay, cool, I get with a 6, but I can upgrade.
Yeah.
How many people taking that 6 mindset and going on and leaving you because they believe they something that they never been before in their life? You know what I'm saying?
Oh, well, you didn't check. It does 100%.
All the time.
100%.
Especially in Miami.
100%. But you didn't really check her character then. You just said because she is 6.
Yeah.
But I'm saying you got to analyze her character. It ain't just that she's a 6 or she's going to accept more. It's what is her character like? Is she loyal? Does she show me the characteristics that she's the type of person who's a loyal person? So it's all of these things. And of course, you can never mitigate a woman.
Yeah, but I'm saying, how you can tell she's loyal?
You can. You know I mean, it's tests for that. But I mean, it's through all and how she behaves. Yeah. When you go out places, when there's people around, how does she move? Does she accept correction? But okay, you'll never really 100% know if she's don't boss up and leave, right?
Yeah.
But wouldn't you rather take that woman who talked to you right, do everything you like, nothing you don't,
100%.
Has all these at least good personality traits in the beginning, then get with a 10 who don't really like you, who you had to chase, who got all of these options, who don't even talk to you right anyway?
Yeah.
Wouldn't you rather get that one and at least take a check? And then it's 100%. Like, if you get a car and it already got the
What's up, King's Picks? Yeah, that was a hell of a show, man. These guys are delusional, you know, savage. And they're thinking, oh, well, if a man gets around the right people, he's going to be able to get better women. No, King Picks. The women let you know, and then men get confidence from that, right? It ain't, your parents can't make the women like you. They can't do it. They can't do it. I don't care what a man learns from his mom and his dad. The women, when you go out there on the dating market or high school, wherever, the women will let you know, and then that's how you go. Because I could teach you everything. I could teach you everything. Do this, do this, do this, do that. But tell that girls in your face, all that shit don't matter. Because if the women don't want you, they're not going to pick you. They got to let you in. So, I just think that Savage is coming from a place where he thinks that men can teach men to deal with women. How is that possible when the divorce rate is at 800,000 times a year? And men are getting left, not only poor men, but rich men, men from good character, men from a good background. So you, no matter what you do, when you're dealing with a woman, it's a gamble. It's a gamble. Some homies, they got access to a lot of women because they got the looks. The women are on them and they take advantage of it. Other homies, late bloomers. Some dudes are virgins when they're 21, 22 years old. It's that simple, right? So yeah, it's all good though. But nice to see you, King's Picks. Thanks for stopping by. Hit the like button. But yeah, right now we're talking about, do you spend the money because she exists or do you make her earn it? Right? And Ruthless position on this is it doesn't fucking matter. Whichever you want to do it. If you want to get a woman, you want to get a wife. If you want a wife, or if you want a long-term relationship that's at least a chance to get past 2 years, you're going to have to spend. You're going to have to spend a level amount of money to sustain that relationship. It's just no way around it. Women are not spending money on men. It is not happening. Yeah, every now and then you might get a woman might take you to dinner. Every now and then a woman might get you a gift, but women are not spending money on men in large portions. Not even a little bit. Because women don't value men like that. Women value men to take from men. What have you done for me lately? That's what women want men for. They don't want to go and cater to men. Women are not catering to men. Women think they're a prize. So nigga, either you're going to pay to play or get the fuck out the way. Or keep dealing with those ratchet women that you don't even like, but you keep getting some coochie. You'll never wife them. You'll never girlfriend them. But, you just want to get your rocks off, which is fine. I'm cool with that. But if you want to ever build and get in a serious relationship, you're going to have to spend a amount of money. You're just going to have to do it. It's just, I'm sorry to say, it's especially the modern woman, the 2026, and you're going to have to put upfront costs now. Ain't no back end anymore. Those days are coming to an end. All those, I'll spend money on, let's go out and go to Starbucks and let's go to, let's eat the park. No, women ain't going for that shit no more. They're not going for that shit no more. They want their shit up front. Now, I don't agree with it, but it is what it is, right? Women are superficial and they stand on business. So let me see what King Picks say. Before you get into a relationship, women want you in the first place for your ability to get other women. She actually loses interest when you are settled with her. Monogamy was never meant for men. It was for betas to stop chads from fucking their women. Marriage was for betas to stop chads for Tyrone from smashing all the women. King Pick funny. Before you get into a relationship, women wanted you in the first place. Yeah, facts. But here, your app, King's Picks, You're absolutely correct. You're absolutely correct. But I'm going to add context though to it. When women get with you, yeah, they already want you. But the question is, King Picks, what do they want from you? They want to divide and conquer you. They want to take something from you. So, number one, women are looking for providers. That's number one, right? Now, let's categorize this. So we'll say from eight, let's say 8 years old to about 18, right? It's pretty much sexual. She's looking for the best guy to practice on so she can be good at what she do. So when she graduates and get out to the world, she's going to go try to get her the best guy with the resources. Yes, right? So from that vantage point, what you're talking about, yes, because the women want the men, they desire the men that every other woman wants, because it's like bug breaking, right? It's the more challenge. They want to get the guy and take that guy from every woman and make that guy their own man, put him in a relationship with them, and change him into a bitch. They want to change him into a bitch. This is why the marriages are not lasting, right? This is why the rich men are like Jennifer Lopez, right? Jada Pinkett, Aisha Curry. This is why they're always fucking up, because they try to turn their men into bitches. They don't never accept you for who you are. They try to change you. So when they get with that, yeah, they might chase that guy with all the options. But then if the moment he commits to her, like Jay-Z and Beyonce, the elevator incident happens, right? Beyonce makes an album called Lemonade and puts Jay-Z in check. Nigga, if you do not stop fucking these bitches, I'm leaving you, and your family's going to be destroyed. I'm getting the kids, and I'm going to turn them against you. So Jay-Z, because he's dealing with Beyonce, who have a lot of resources, a lot of people in places to see everything. So I agree with you. Women want the man that the other women desire, but they want to take him out of his element and make them fit the box they want him to fit into. They want that man to worship the ground they walk on. This is why women, even though they chase the men with all options, the women still think they're the prize. They think they're the prize, King's Picks. So this is the problem. This is why the men and women are conflict of interest. Because the guys, like you said, they got all the money, they got the women, they got the cars, they got the pick of the litter. But then there's one woman who's been strategizing. She's low body count. You know, she's been like keeping herself in like this, always speaking to him, saying hi. And she's been after him because she's like, I want to take over him. And then he falls for it. Because one thing about us men, we don't like to know that women are using us. We don't like to think it, right? We don't like to think women are using us. So that's why you see a lot of rich rappers don't marry poor girls, because they know these bitches only want it for their money. They think these women only want them for their money. So they try to marry like Kanye, Kim West, right? Women on their level. But what they don't understand is these women ultimately want to control them. These women want to run. These women want to take everything away from them. You can't have no more all these bitches no more. You serve me now, nigga. And that's pretty much how it goes, right? The women want to be the one revered. She wants to be the one, because women are self-centered, right? They're egotistical, self-centered, and selfish individuals. And the woman would never love the man more than she loved herself. So because a woman won't never love the man more than she loves herself, right? She's only going to love herself more, which means that man needs to acquiesce to her happiness to make her happy, or else she will self-destruct and destroy everything around her. This is why the women are leading to divorce. This is why women are leaving niggas, because a woman, if she's not happy, if it's compromised, she don't give a fuck. And men, even though we might not be happy, but we care. We want our family together. We want the woman we love. We want to work that shit out. But women, if their emotions are compromised, you're dead to her. So therefore, it doesn't matter whether you leave with your money or not, nigga. It doesn't matter. Women are always going to be users. They're always going to be takers. That's just the name of the game. Our grandfathers, you didn't think they was paying all the bills? You didn't think your dad was paying all the bills? You didn't think your dad was paying the mortgage when you was a little boy? Yes. Yes. He was paying that mortgage. Your dad was paying that mortgage. Your dad was funding the house. Not your mama. Right? Your dad. Men have always been providers. Men will always be providers. And women will always be takers, right? They want money, they want sex, they want power. Women are addicted to sex, money, and power. And that's why they can't stop dealing with men, because of their addiction to sex and money. So within that sex and money, then they want the power. Now, because once you give them everything, King Speak, you give them all the money, you be faithful to them, you loyal to them. Then they get bored. What do you think they do, King Speak? They get bored and start wanting to fuck other men. What the hell? Aisha Curry said she wanted to be fucked by other dudes. Why would you say that when you got Rolls Royces in the backyard? You got your husband, he's loyal, he's a multi-million-dollar dude, 4 kids, and you go on a red table talking about you want to get fucked. You missed that. You missed that. You want to get slutted out. Because she wants to feel empowered. Women want to feel empowered. Women don't want their value to be tied to a man. Women don't want everybody to look at the man and just forget about them. And if you're a man that gets more attention to her, she will resent you. She will get jealous of you and resent you. And this is the thing of, well, what do I do? The happy wife, happy life kicks in, right? This is where the happy wife, happy life kicks in. Women want to get pregnant by Toronto and they have a beta raise the child. Yes. 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 Some women marry just to have kids. And then they get rid of the baby daddy because they really don't like him, but they like his aesthetics. And then they go and pick out someone who's going to listen to them, someone who's going to bow to them. Step daddy, right? They want power. They get rid of you. They're firing you, the original daddy. Turn the kids against you and go get like you said, the stepdaddy. And the stepdaddy, they want control and power. They have more control and power over him. Yes. And this is why when they say women are nurturers, that's bullshit. Women, I don't know, man. Women are evil. Anyone, because I noticed all my life, I see women divorce men or break up with men and they turn the kids against them. My mama used to say, you're going to be like your daddy. Your daddy ain't shit. But men, when they give their kids, they don't tell their kids that. Men, respect your mom. Respect your mom. That's your mom. We ain't gonna let our kids call another woman mom. Where a woman, she will let the kids call another nigga daddy. I'm like, that's crazy. Because women, when they're mating, they're using you, nigga. And you don't even realize it. And the men that listens to them and caters to them for as long as they possibly, that's the man they're going to be with. And it's just a fact, man. So we're going to listen to some more of this debate because the debating of money versus making her wait for the money. The one guy says, you know, give her 500 because she exists. The other guy says make her earn it.
The carbon fiber, the rims, the candy paint, all of these things, you're going to pay a premium. You're going to pay very little for that one right there. If she's a 6, rather you get the 10. Now you got to maintain this lifestyle. You're going to spend more anyway. So you better off taking a chance on this one.
Bro, I always look at it like you can get everything you want. You can get a 10 with the character, the heart, the life. You know what I'm saying?
No, I'm not saying you can't.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is when it comes to the overall number, it should not be based on 10 in looks. Men should be saying, I'm not looking for a 10 in looks. I'm looking for a 10 overall. Yeah. Which comes with these characteristics first. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, I got you. Okay. That makes sense. You know what I'm saying? I got you, especially on that area.
Nah, but I get it though. It depends on your industry too. That's why these rappers, they need the baddest woman. Even though we can see these women online, they ain't nothing, they ain't shit, and you see them, but they still deal with them because your image, that boosts your image. But for these regular guys, don't nobody see you except when you're outside. Why do you need that 10 to boost your ego, even though she giving you hell when you come home?
Oh, no. Yeah. We talk about everybody, man, especially in the majority, man. I always tell people, listen, the best thing you could do for your life is not look for a woman right now. The biggest thing that you could do for your life is work on your foundation. Because for one, a woman she don't respect a man that ain't working in his passion, working on his foundation at all. I done talked to too many women. We got millions of women just in data saying we don't really respect men that ain't really doing what they supposed to do or handling business. You know what I'm saying?
I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying, but you know what? Millions of women in data mean absolutely nothing because women don't even know what they want. And it's a bunch of women out here talking about they want 6'5", 6 figures, this, that, and the third. They be on my podcast, and then I find out she about to get evicted from her spot, and she got to live with her. So it's not about what a woman say she want on camera and on paper. It's what they actually accept. And what women always accept and respect is a dude they like though.
Yeah,
ain't got we like you said. It's a bunch of dudes out here who riding a woman car, living in a woman house. Guess what? He didn't have to be successful. Because she liked him. So that's why I say, man, get the woman that like you.
Yeah.
And then you get all that on top of it. And then you get a woman that like you. It's just going to be even better. But we can't let these women fool these men as if you got to have all this for them to deal with you. They dealing with somebody right now who ain't got none of that. Right? Can we not? Can we not say that? I
was one of those people before, so I get it. You know what I'm saying? I get it. But at the same time,
but of course, we want to encourage them to get on your job. But we can't. And I heard you say something, man.
Come on.
I didn't like it. I didn't like it.
Let's do it.
You said a man is not a man. That's a strong statement. A man is not a man if he does not provide 100% for a woman.
I got it. Let's break it down.
Go ahead, break it down.
What we look at, right? When we're looking at our grandfathers and people like that, people who we used to call real men, because now men were working 8 hours a day compared to the granddaddy who was working 18, 20 hours putting in that pain, right?
Yeah.
I come from that situation where, boom, father came in that situation, handled 3 kids that wasn't his. You know what I'm saying? And then, boom, I come along a little later. That right there, I'm looking at that. Oh, yeah, that was a man. He came in the situation and took over, said, yo, I'm taking this over. As a man, money ain't nothing to us. You know what I'm saying? And women, that's why I'm saying the women that talking to me is saying, King, I know you got it, though. It don't matter what it is. You know what I'm saying?
But the problem is, what women don't understand is there's only so much room at the top. Most American men and women are going to be average, the majority. Only 15% in the world of people are rich. Women lose respect for you the moment you get in a relationship. They want what they can't have, and once she has you, she doesn't want you. That is very true. Because there's a lot of validity to what you said, King Spit, because women are loyal to their feelings, the way they feel. And if they feel like, oh, I want him because the other girl, he's married to her. I feel like he needs to be mine. Or sometimes, King's picks, some women just won't take shit. They're evil. They won't take it. That's why a lot of best girlfriends take their girlfriend's man, sleep with him, fuck him, break the relationship up, and then leave him too. So you're right? Women are diabolical like that. They just sometimes just won't take some shit. But back to their debate. When a man and a woman, I don't agree with people saying you're not a real man if you don't pay all or provide everything for the woman. I'm not going to go that far to say that. I'm not going to go that far to say that. You know what I mean? If, your passion and your job, let's say you're a school teacher. You're a school teacher. And you need to marry another school teacher to go 50-50. I still think you're a man. Because you provide money and different things don't make you a man. What makes you a man is your genitals, your DNA, nigga. That's what makes you a man. Period. Even a nigga that's gay, right? Even though it's weird, but he's still a man. You cannot change your gender role. You can't do it. A woman who thinks she's a man, she's a woman. That's why they got the niggas out to sports with the women. That's why they took that nigga was swimming against them women as a transgender. He crushed them. But they had to pull him out of there. Like, no, the women's like, no, it's not fair. Because a man is a man by his DNA. Now, value, that's different, right? Now, if you want to talk about value, yeah, men, large part of their value come from economical efficiency or success of some sort. Yeah, people judge you if you're poor. People judge you if you're rich. Now, the thing about it is, if you're rich, motherfuckers hate you because they're hating on you. If you're poor, nobody wants to talk to you. So it's kind of a curse and a blessing. But what these two are talking about here, the homie saying you need to be a man. You're not a man if you don't provide everything. Nigga, that's some dumb shit to say. Because you help validate these women's theory on fuck character. Let's go after money. We're trying to, on the spaces, they're trying to teach women not to look at the money only, but look at the character and the personality. And then you turn around and say, well, you're not a man if you don't provide everything. Damn, nigga. If you don't, so that means if she's rich and you're rich, you still gotta, she ain't gotta pay nothing. She can't pay for her own meals. If a woman is a millionaire and I'm a millionaire, she should be able to, we go to eat, she pay for her meal, I pay for my meal. If I make it $160,000 and she make it $160,000, she can pay for her own house, her own mortgage. I pay for my mortgage. I'm sorry. I don't, if a homie, and I'm not judging the homie, if a homie wants to pay everything, that's fine. He's a man. But if he doesn't, he's still a man. If he wants to make her go 50-50, he's still a man. That's how he run his program. Some men demand a woman, I would say minority of men, demand a woman put a skin in the game. It's called reciprocity. It's called reciprocity. So there are some men are starting to demand this from women because women talking that shit about feminism, about that equal and that they're on the man's level. So some of the homies are saying, okay, you equal, you're on my level, you pay your own bills, I'm gonna pay mine. Okay, that homie's a man. I'm not gonna sit there and say, oh, because he make her pay half the mortgage, oh, you ain't no man. Nigga, you crazy. I'll still take you out, fool. The fuck you mean? You better not disrespect me. I might bust you with your shit. Don't be playing with me. I'm a man. You better respect me, nigga. Respect my gangster. Tell me, oh, you ain't no man if you're a nigga. So what? So what? This is how I run my program over here. Unless you coming over here to pay all my bills, nigga, nothing you say mean anything to me. and don't violate my space, come on, bust you in your shit. I don't play. Hey, I'm not a prize fighter. I'm a surprise fighter. So I don't like when homies say what a man is. A man's a man. Now, if a man do something that's different than other men, he has to live with his consequences. If it's something, he's gay or he's a robber or is he a deleter, whatever, his career may be, and he has to live with that, not me. I'm not going to sit there and chase him down and say, you're not a man because him and God to deal with that. Not me. That's not my job. Ironically, that one guy, J. Prince President, understands women more than other guys. Yeah, I mean, JP does understand. Yeah, JP does understand. I like JP. He's all right. Sometimes he flip-flops because sometimes he'll pedestalize them, but then JP understands their behaviors. No. Yeah, you're right. He understands them. But women are emotional creatures. And we are emotional creatures, but women are extremely emotional. They extremely rely on their feelings and they're wired through their feelings and their emotions more than men. And this is what makes them unstable. So if you guys think about this, if you're ever going in a relationship, if you're ever going to go in a relationship with a woman, if you're ever going to invest in a woman, you're invested in her emotions. Just know that. Because she would never be loyal to you. She will only be loyal to the way she feels about you. See, men, we're not loyal to our emotions. Yeah, do we like feeling for somebody? Do we have feeling? Yes, but we're not loyal to our emotions. We're loyal to what's logical. We're loyal to solutions. Men, we look for solutions, and we're loyal to that. So it kind of what makes us opposite of women. This is why we're supposed to be the leaders. Because being logical and within reason is more stable. This is why men are more stable than women. But because men have this woman empowerment, because men have pedestalized women, women feel like they can rule the world. And they don't want to listen to a man anymore. They don't want no leaders. They don't want to hear nothing the man got to say. They know everything now. Now they arguing. And they say, I don't need a man. And this is why they're quick to leave your ass. That's why they're quick to talk shit, because women think they don't need a man. Now hey, that's the way they believe. That's just the way their ideology is. And they're not moving off that position. So if you want to be a man and you're rich, well, because rich man, he's gonna, of course, if you're rich, of course you're not gonna ask a woman to go 50-50. It's just no way. But he shouldn't judge other men for that, though.
One, you too much of a king. Like, everything runs through us. You know what I'm saying? This little money, this ain't nothing for real. We just apply ourselves a little bit, go from broke all the way up to millionaire status.
I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying. Handling your household, if you have a wife and she has your kids, right? But to say a man is not a man means that my manhood is predicated on my money. And how can my manhood be predicated on my money when you and I didn't have money our whole life? So what you saying? We weren't men before we got some money.
Oh, every time I went with a woman, I took care of everything. Every time I'm talking about baby mama staying with me 100%.
But for the men,
yeah,
who are grown, who haven't figured it out yet, for the people
stay by
in
yourself.
Third world countries you need your entire family to work to support the household. How can you say that they are not men so I'm not a man until I get the money, which means manhood is real flimsy. If all it takes is some money, which means a 16-year-old streamer, he a real man because he got some money. Till they give us some questions. Let's go back to what I was asking about the manhood thing.
Yeah.
Can manhood really be predicated on your money when money comes and goes, which would have you say, if somebody goes through a downtime, which a lot of people in business have, Donald Trump been bankrupt.
Yeah.
So to say, oh, you're not a man when you don't got it and can't provide, then manhood is really so flimsy, it's not even worth nothing.
I always say, man, listen, what are you doing with a woman if you can't listen, the relationship math is if you can't take care of yourself, you can't take care of a woman. Why are you seeking a woman? You shouldn't even be horny if you can't provide 100%.
Okay, I'm in a relationship with a woman.
All right, let's get it.
I'm handling my business for my family. I lose my job. I can't provide. Am I no longer a man?
It's at a point. How long are you losing your job for? How long are you staying down? Are you in the corner depressed, crying, or are you right back to it?
Cancer, car accident. Is he no longer a man because he can't provide?
At that point, it's all about discernment. If you choose a woman that you know for a fact won't say, baby, I know when you get back, you good. Let me jump in there. But as a man, you have to have the mindset of, I got to provide 100%. Because the same thing happened to your woman, right?
Yeah.
You fall in love with her, whatever the case is, she stopped working. You got to be able to provide 100% anyways. So you better already come with that mindset of saying, listen, I'm going to come in this situation. That's how you fully gain that respect and access of like, yo, I got this.
I like that you said that.
I got this.
So you gain that respect by providing.
That's a part of being a man.
So if you don't provide, your woman shouldn't respect you
at all. I don't believe that. Like, women be out here working just as many hours.
No, this nigga is crazy. This nigga crazy. The fuck you mean? If I catch cancer and I can no longer work, that she should lose respect for me, bitch. You better get to moving up out of here, get your shit and go. You know, I'm not gonna let you just sit around here and disrespect me. Because guess what? If I ain't got nothing to lose, you ain't finna just sit up in this house and disrespect me. You better go back to your mama's house or go with that nigga you at work with, because for a nigga to say that a woman should disrespect you because you ain't got no money, nigga, then shit, nigga, I'm gonna go rogue. Like, what the fuck? That doesn't make no sense. Respect is earned. I mean, money, people do respect you, but money does not get you respect. Niggas come take your shit, nigga. A woman to come take your shit too. So just because you got money don't mean a woman respect you either. She could just want your money. This is what you call gold diggers. And this nigga's delusional talking about, well, if you can't provide, you ain't no man. If you can't provide 100%, you ain't no man. If you ain't got the money, you ain't no man. Nigga, if you got money, women are going to use you even more. So she doesn't respect you, nigga, because you got money, nigga. She respects you because you giving her money. Because if you got money and you ain't giving her none of it, she does not even give a fuck about you. Women, if you can have all the money in the world, if you ain't giving her none, nigga, she don't respect you, nigga. And if you giving her money, she don't respect you. Facts. And he's divorced, King Speaks. The nigga got divorced. His wife left him. It's already happened. Dumbass nigga. His wife already broke up with him. So, and this is where, once again, this is why the men are losing the gender war. Because the niggas like him. You ain't no man. You ain't no man if you ain't got no money. But then you tell a woman, oh, you shouldn't be loving men only for money. You should be after their character. The fuck? A man is a man regardless, nigga. The fuck? Now, if he falls on hard times, bad luck, and he's broke, he's still a man. He's just a broke man. I'm just saying. I think a woman respects the guy who she lets use her car and cooks for him when he's broke, rather than a guy who can barely get sex while paying for everything. I think, Key Pick, I think you have a good point. I think you have a better chance. I think you have a better chance to see if she likes you by the first way than if you're paying everything. Because if you're paying everything, you really can't know. So yeah, you have a good point there. But it doesn't. And this is what I'm gonna. This is what I want everybody to understand. All that sound and dandy, all that's fine and dandy. Oh, you rather woman let you use her car, whatever. She cooks for you, yeah. But once again, if her feelings, women are emotional creatures at extreme levels. So if her feelings are compromised against you, even if she's cooking for you, even if she doesn't use your car, nigga, she gonna call you broke and take the car and the kid and leave you, nigga. This is what y'all gotta understand. It's still a gamble. There is no formula to say, oh, well, if she cooks for you and she lets you your car, she's not gonna leave you in the future. That does not mean that. Because women, once again, lean on their feelings too much, which makes, we know feelings are fleeting. We know emotions are fleeting. Yeah, you can have sex with her, give her good dick. You can do all that shit, but don't mean she won't leave you. It's still a gamble, homie. So you can give her money, all that superficial shit. Sex is superficial, nigga. Now, granted, you know what I'm saying? I think it's a bet. I think I'd rather have it. Key Picks, to your point, I'd rather have it where I'm barely giving her anything and we're having a great time. That's more desirable. Right, to your point, we just have great sex, we laugh together, and we do things together. That's more desirable. But this is the reality. And I watched this shit over and over again. A woman's feelings are unstable. Most men who are with women in relationships that are like that, they cater to these women a lot. So long as you cater and validate, you're going to get a good 5 years in, even maybe more. But once them feelings are compromised, you're fucked. And that's just the thing about women. That's why they're leading divorce. They're leaving poor men, they're leaving rich men. They're leaving everybody. And they don't give a fuck. Because women will put their happiness, and she would never love the man more than she loved herself. She would never love you more than she loved herself. And that's just a fact. So therefore, if, you're right. If she let you use her car, you give her a good dick, you do all these nice things for her, and it ain't a bit money, yeah, that's going to be cool. But remember, there's a limit to that shit. Because the moment y'all have an argument, King's Picks, she's going to let you know you broke, nigga. She going to call you, this nigga broke us for, you cannot argue with her at all. Because then she's going to remind you, I'll let you use the car. Remember that, nigga? Oh, what you say? Well, give my motherfucking car. Yeah, she's going to hold that shit against you. Trust and believe. She's going to leverage that shit against you. So, I mean, if you could deal with it from a standpoint of, okay, I don't mind her demasculating me or emasculating me in these arguments, so be it. But once again, the moment y'all argue and she can't, and she's losing, she's gonna let you know how broke you is. And if she really mad, she'll tell you got a little dick. She might be lying, but shit, that shit gonna hurt. I'm saying, I see it all, man. I see it all. I seen the hoods. The hood niggas who ain't got nothing to get a bad bitch. She let nothing. As soon as they argue, you broke out, get your broke ass out of my house. That's how women be. They're petty. Women are petty, self-centered and selfish. And if you are in a situation where you're giving a good dick and she let you use her car, nigga, you can't not whisper too loud, nigga. You can't even whisper too loud. You can't even tell her, shut up. Because she gonna, What? Excuse? What? Bro? Excuse me? You can't even do it if you're paying all the bills. You definitely can't do it if you ain't paying none of the bills. And she's taking care of you. So that's why a lot of men, those relationships don't work either. A lot of men leave because they can't stand the emasculation. They can't stand being emasculated. They can't stand that motherfucking mouth she got. They can't stand that she talks shit to. Why is she always degrading me? Why is she always talking about my money? Nigga, when you gonna get a job, nigga? When you gonna go make some money? That's what she's gonna be saying every chance she get. And all you gotta do is, you right, baby, you know, and dig her down, and then she gonna be quiet for a little bit, and then she's gonna be quiet for a minute, then she's gonna be talking again. That's the problem when you rely on good dick, you know what I mean? Because one thing about it, women, they are petty. And they will look at every time they take you out to eat and pay for that bill, nigga, and you get out of line, they're gonna let you know, nigga, I pay for your motherfucking food. When the fuck you gonna get a job around here? And then they're gonna talk bad about you to your friends. Oh man, yeah, he always eating. He at the house, he ain't doing shit. He on the PS5, girl, and her friends gonna be like, why don't you go get you a man with some money? Well, yeah, you're right. And then, you know, and then the relationship's going to eventually end, nigga. Regardless. Yeah, you might get a little run for your King's Pick. You might get a little run. Might get a little 1-2 year run, maybe. Depending on how her looks is. If she's ugly or real less than average, you might get a 5-year run, 6-year run. But that's just coming to an end. Believe that. So you better level up at some point where she's going to, you know, she's gonna give at least give you a little bit more than the extra 3 years. Because these women, in my opinion, they look at social media too much. They listen to their friends too much. And they get influenced. What you said, I'm not doing that? King's Picks. You're not doing that, King's Picks? I'm just saying, you want to be Captain Digger down. You want to be Captain Dig down, nigga, you gotta take the bitter with the sweet, nigga. The bitter with the sweet. The only way you're gonna get a woman who never gonna listen, King's Pick, you really want your woman who you can just dick her down real good and she never gonna talk, or you never gonna get emasculated? Go to Mexico, get you one of those no English speaking Mexican women who gonna cook, clean, all that shit for you. And when she get to cussing you out and shit, you ain't gonna understand what she's saying. She's speaking Spanish. ¿Dónde? Okay, let me see what you said. I'm just using that as a point to say women don't require money for submission and sex. That's true. The submission part. Team Picks. King's Pick, I got a question for you. What do you mean submission? Who's doing the submitting? Who's doing the submitting? Women don't require money for submission. Yes, they do. No. You're right. They don't require money for submission. You're right. They don't submit. They don't submit, period. King Speaks. If they got the money, let's say you're digging her down. Okay, the woman submit. Women don't submit to any man. She submits to her emotions and the way she feels. That's what she admitted to. That's what she's enslaved to, not the man. So this is why I agree with you that money is not necessarily, money's a requirement, King's Pick, but it's not. On some women, there's different levels of money, right? Some women may prioritize more money still on their pie chart, meaning you got to have a job for them to deal with you long term. But you don't have to be like, you don't have to be a CEO or you don't have to be a manager, right? So I give you that. But it's still, you still have to have a job that's reputable. Like, nigga, you gotta leave. You can't be working at McDonald's, nigga, and a woman's gonna marry you. It's not gonna happen. Unless she's 400 pounds. You know what I'm saying? Unless she's 400 pounds, or she look like Whoopi Goldberg, and she got 3 kids and 4 different baby daddies. Class gives you more options to women, not money. It's more so class. Class gives you more options to women, not money. That's true. That's true. I agree with you. I agree with you. I mean, it's not necessarily class. I say class. I'd rather have class over money to get women. But looks, I think looks supersede everything. I think if you have the aesthetics, you can get any woman. And you don't have to have money. If aesthetics with a mouthpiece, if you know how to talk to a woman. Now, once again, I'm gonna say this, Keith, because you can get a woman without money. I agree with you. If you're really good looking, a really big penis, and a mouthpiece. But you have to be the one submitting, nigga. Period. She's not submitted to you. She's still gonna have her feelings. She's still gonna have her emotions. So yeah. So access to women, yeah, you're gonna have more access if you got the looks. If you got the looks and the big penis, oh, you really in there, nigga. You really in there. You really in that bitch. You get any bitch, but you just have to. You just can't argue. You know what I'm saying? Key picture. You just can't be arguing with her. She's everything she's right about. You can't stand up for anything. You can't be like, shut the fuck up too much. You can say it a couple times. You can say it a couple times because she might get mad at you for a minute, but you got that good dick. She gonna be like, who you fucking talking to like that? Well, then she gonna be like, soon as you try to leave, she gonna chase your ass down. The fuck? So women, they can be dick whipped. Women can be dick whipped. So if you can put that dick in her and you got a mouthpiece, you can slide. You can slide 8 years in there with no money. You can do it. But once again, these niggas are rare though. Case picks, these niggas are rare. When we speaking on these platforms, we speaking to the majority of men. Don't have it like that. They don't have penis size like that. They don't have mouthpiece like that. Right? Most men got to leave with their money. Yeah, that's true. Unless she moves far away. Oh yeah. You got that good D, yeah. Yeah, oh yeah. You got shoe. You got good D and you got some mouthpiece. Oh yeah, she'll stay around a little bit. But you will not. I will say this, King Picks. It depends on what level it depends on her economic level, number one. If she's a really high earning woman, she'll fuck with you. But once again, you got to do everything she say. She's wearing the pants in the house. That's true. I've had that happen. But yeah, that's true. She'll stalk you. But yeah. That's true. Women, like I said, women can be digmatized. She can be digmatized. But the thing about it is you still have to deal with her emotional imbalance. And that's the part that I don't care how good you think it, she still be tripping. She still be saying shit that make you mad. Y'all still gonna be arguing over dumb shit. And those relationships come to an end too. So, yeah. No woman will ever be truly pleased. You can't make a woman. There's no way to completely, even if you give her good dick, she's still gonna be unhappy with some things about you if you ain't got no money. Or I want to go to. When are we gonna, baby? When are you gonna take? Because remember, she got friends. That's what kills it. My man never take me out. I want to go out to. How come he never wanted me? He always to go out and he never wants to take me out. You know what I mean? And then she comes home and complain, and then once again, the broke arguments are going to come up. That's tough, man. If you take the broke arguments, you're a bad man, King's Picks. But yeah, I know. I mean, if you can deal with the humiliation, if you could deal with the toxicity, it is what it is. It is what it is. For this video, and I'm going to close out. Let me see. Go to this video real fast.
That was us. And we still require them to do so many more.
So, based on what you're saying is, a woman should not respect you if you're not providing. So if I meet a woman, before I start providing for her, she shouldn't respect me until I start providing.
Well, in the talking stage, she can actually, you know what I'm saying?
So, I'm not providing yet. I'm not providing yet. So you saying she should respect me in the beginning when I'm not providing?
As far as like y'all just correlating meeting each other, but you talk about listen, I'm yours. Remember, we want exclusivity as men, right? We want exclusivity. You mine. If she yours, take care of her like she yours. That's yours. That's yours. Take care of her like she yours. We want that exclusivity. Don't put that pussy on the show, baby.
But in the beginning, it's not exclusive because you just met her. But okay, let's go back to your point.
Yours.
Let's go back to this point right here. To say a woman should not respect you because you can't fully provide, which just means you don't have the funds. Think about the majority of people in America cannot fully provide for their woman. But hold on, here, let me land. Right?
You good? Cook up.
I find it very disrespectful that a woman can look at me and say, the only way I'm going to give him respect is if he could support me, not because of his character, not because of his morals, not because of any of this, which means somebody who has some money, who is a deplorable human being and all the worst things should get respect based on because he made some money, not based on his character.
I believe character goes a long way, but it ain't going far as finances.
But respect though, wouldn't you teach your kids to don't respect somebody just because they got some money? Respect them because of their character, who they are.
I don't want the character to get confused with the actual finances of the situation, because you can be with the greatest guy in the world, but he broke. And guess what? Y'all life is going to go through so much turmoil. Y'all going to go through so much mental instability to the point where you needed that funds. I'd rather somebody need help in that area versus the financial area.
I feel like it's easier to get money than it is to develop good character, though.
You think so? I think it's based off of who you raised, who you around.
Exactly, because character is formed in your early stages, man. It's habitual, it's subconscious. It's very hard to change character. Yeah. You can learn how to get some money. So wouldn't you want to value character? Because somebody could lose the money, not have the money, but that character always stays the same. I'm just saying, like, if a woman is really basing it, she's going to choose the wrong man. I'm only going to respect the man who has the funds to take care of me over the man who might make money one day, but has solid character, integrity. He don't lie. He don't cheat. He can raise my kids the right way. Isn't that more valuable? And shouldn't she respect those characteristics and then say, yeah, I do need you to have some money, but I'm not going to respect you or have lack of respect because you ain't got the money yet.
I always look at it like the person that actually has the money has more discipline than the person who don't. That's the person that's already going to have some level of character about herself, some level of discipline, some level of integrity.
100%.
You got to get there.
100%. To get money, most of the time you need discipline, but you don't need character. It's a lot of people doing a lot of things, even legally, that aren't morally correct, and doing a lot of things outside of finances in a personal life, and we see it on the news that is immoral. To our standards. So their character is flawed and they still got money. So you could have discipline, but discipline doesn't translate to character and morals and integrity, which I feel like should be respected regardless if a man got money or not.
The level of respect. Let's talk about that, right? Because for one, I always tell men that'll do more for you than ever. For one, your woman got to already look at two niggas. It's you and her boss. Her boss tell her to get up every day, what to wear, how to look, how to dress, what time she should even be in there. To the point where now, boom, it's two different male forces in her life telling her what to do. Her boss got her more than you got her for real. You know what I'm saying? Because and we didn't seen that happen.
And you know what that tells me? It tells me a woman, she doesn't have the right value on things in life. When I was in the game, this is what the OGs used to tell me. They was like, man, you in front of a woman, you have to minimize the money that mean almost nothing. You don't get hyped up when you see nice cars, when you see nice mansions, when you see these suits, because you teaching her what to value. And if she values money like that, then she gonna go to the next man with more money. You teach her to value character, integrity, these intangible things of character, then she'll value those things. And then you'll always have that woman, because just because another man comes along with more money, which is always somebody with more money, she's always going to lead to the next man with more money, because you done taught her that's the most valuable thing, and that's what you should respect. But if you teach her to value morals, character, principles, being a just human being, then you'll always be able to keep that woman, even if somebody has more money than you. So I think it's dangerous to teach a woman to value money so much, because then she's always going to go to the next man, and you'll never have her loyal to you, because she values money more than anything. And
I believe it's the same on the opposite side, right? Let's say you ain't got the money, but you got character, love, and respect. Somebody else got the same thing over here too. They ain't got the money either, and they got character, love, and respect, just a little bit more than you, because it's newer, right? And we already know women go for new more than anything. New phones. I'm in the beauty industry. I already know. Another industry come up. Oh shoot, I'm gonna get this new product because it's new.
You think a lot of people are have character, don't lie to their woman, or just do you think character is?
Well, the thing about character, personality, that doesn't really mean shit. It doesn't mean nothing to a woman. To men, it means more to us because men value loyalty from other men. Like, that's my homie. He don't fuck my bitches. He don't steal my money. Men value that. Well, women, they don't value character and all that. They value women women are about wins and losses. Women, they're about wins and losses. And women want to win. And they want to pick the winner. So character and personality doesn't mean shit to them if you're broke. Simple. Now, once again, if you get proximity, get lucky, you got a good sex game, like King's Picks, you might be able to get your nice little run. But it's going to be somebody with better dick. It says these relationships end too. So it doesn't really matter. Everything in this life is a gamble. Relationships are gamble, no matter. And you trying to tell women to value something that's greater than what they value is stupid. Because she values money and sex and power, and you tell her she needs to value character, morality, then that's like telling a dog to bark to be a cat. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Women don't give a fuck about character and personality, because they did, they wouldn't chase the rappers. They wouldn't be dealing with the pookies. Right? Women don't care about that shit. They don't care about if you're a good guy or not. Matter of fact, if you're too good, they think you're suffocating. Women care about one thing: their happiness. Can this nigga make me happy? And if he can't make me happy now, he better make me happy later. But women want to pick the man that they want to make them happy. So when a woman's picking you, she's signing you up for a job to make her happy. And if she give you a certain amount of time, she's giving you a window to make this happen. So, to the homie's point, talking about finances and shit, that doesn't matter because women are leaving men with money. She's gonna leave you with money, or she's gonna leave you without money. You can have character, good guy, good dick, and if her feelings for you change, it's over. So we could. Everybody has the formula, right? Anybody got the code to women? Oh, well, if you provide everything, if you emotional intelligence, if you this, if you that, if you no, women are superficial, emotional, narcissistic beings. That's what they are. And if you're a man and you sign up to be with one of them, this is what you're taking on. And there's no guarantee, no matter which way you do it, whether you do it by character and personality or whether you do it by money. There's no way in the world you can predict the outcome of a relationship or marriage. There's just no way. All you can do is cross your fingers. That's all you can do. That's all you can do. Because nobody can control people. Men cannot control women. Women cannot control men. So it's the name of the game.
Easier to find than money, or you think money is easier to find than character?
If we're looking at what's happening in today's time, money is harder to find. If we're looking at the majority of the people, top 1% shouldn't be 300,000, 400,000. The top 10% shouldn't be 100,000. You know what I'm saying? Like if the numbers was adjusted, that means everybody should be having money, right? But most people don't got the knowledge. They don't got the resources to the point where money is like the biggest thing in America, especially to our people.
There's only being rich is very lucky. Most businesses fail. Getting money is not easy at all. Period. If it was that easy to be rich, then it wouldn't be just 15%, 20% of people getting 51% of the people got most of the money. That's very hard to do. That's harder than win the Super Bowl. You got a chance, better chance to win the Super Bowl. Never play football, going to win the Super Bowl, than to get rich. It's just very difficult.
They're not even getting it how they should get it because they have the lack of knowledge. And it's like, listen, if you just focus on yourself, I'm doing men more of a favor than other men. I feel that way. By me saying, listen, pay 100% of the bills. When you push back into the corner, you're going to find yourself turning into a different type of monster that can adjust to everything.
No,
to the point where now they got it.
On that point, it's right because you're putting pressure on yourself. There's other ways to put pressure on yourself. But, man, I done seen it so many times.
Yeah.
Dudes with all of this money doing this, paying 100%, this, that, and the third, not even realizing the broad they was with for 2-3 years, didn't even like him, was talking shit to their friends in text messages like, I hate this man, but he's doing so much for me.
That's a fact.
I just wouldn't want a man to go through that, though.
It's going to happen, bro. I feel like that's one of the things where it's like, yo, life is life. You could be all the way up here and a girl doing this. We already named it.
Yeah.
Men getting cheated on it.
But like, if you don't lead with your money and you only lead with you and your presence and your character, then at least she can, if she's around, she fell in love with you, not your money. So she's there because she wants to be there for you, not just there for a check and really despise you on the under.
How will we know as far as us being us, right? Like, for one, a woman can do all those things without asking for anything.
Yeah.
And still be there because where you at. Because the status makes her look good as well. You look at all those women.
Right. But for the average guy, for the average guy, if she's with him and he's not just off the dribble paying for a check and paying for a lifestyle, he knows the only thing she getting from me is me, my time, my energy, my knowledge, my game, my comedic skills. If I'm funny, then I know she here for me. And then from there, if I know she here for me, then okay, now I could do this and do that. And I know she not just using me.
Yeah. Man, we look at things we look at things the same. I believe it's the same.
No, we got a lot of same points.
But it's a little different, right? Because when I'm looking, you see all those women want the same lifestyles as these rich women. Kim Kardashian, Rihanna, Beyonce, these are the most influential women in the world to them. So they're going to want that lifestyle regardless of what you show them. So, because when I ask women, I'm like, ladies, if you pull next, you and your man, y'all happy as hell in your hoopty, in your Nissan or whatever the case is. You pull at a stoplight with somebody in their Rolls Royce with their woman, and they laughing. How you feel at the moment? Every woman, I feel like I'm missing. So I feel like that's the lifestyle I want. I feel like this and that. It's all about exposure, right? Whatever we see, whatever entertains you, trains you. No, so they watching certain things that make them want that lifestyle. That is a certain type of woman. Yeah. I've never had the most money. Even when I was coming up, man, I was 4 deep with women in a 2-door Mitsubishi. I had to hit for the light to come on, and it was rusted. Come on. Them women could have left with another dude, but they liked me for me. So it's not all women. And I know women right now, I've seen the rappers in their DMs, and they come to me like, what you want me to say? What you want me to do? Yeah. They got more than me and more fame, but so not every woman is going for it. And remember, average man ain't Goldie though. We keep on saying the average man. Some guys say the average man ain't Poppy or Goldie. Still find a woman who likes them. And all I'm saying is it comes down to the character of the woman. Yeah. If a woman is so thirsty that if she in a car with her man that she love and she look over to the next person in the Rolls Royce and she feel bad and want to hop in that car, she got the opportunity, that's the wrong woman. Your woman should want to say, I like that car. Baby, we should figure out a way that we could get that car. Or like I train my women to be, listen, it ain't about the money. Yes, the money is good. The money is, you need it for life. Yeah. But at the end of the day, character matters more. You need to teach your woman, he got money, but he just another goofy with money. And you want her to be like, man, he got money, but he a goofy because he don't got the character. He lying to his woman. He tricking off on these women and that don't give him the time of day. She needs to understand it's something more valuable than the money. Yes, we could get the money too, but you can't get the character though. Man, I just run into the men that got both, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I judge it off of that, right? I'm looking at it like, shoot, me and my dudes, right? Boom, boom. We run around with a certain select few people, right? You already see everybody got a certain type of characteristics about themselves. Yeah. Like, yo, I got this, I got that, I got it together, whatever the case is. And men, nobody is having problems after that day one. When that day one removed, ain't no problems. I ain't ran into not one man with the issues of what other men got to deal with. Yeah, they got to deal with getting finesse, getting tricked. Because for one, was you attractive before you had money? We got to talk about that because that's heavy. If you wasn't attractive before you got money, it's you threw. You know what I'm saying? If you didn't have game before you got money, you threw. If you ain't got no damn charisma before you have money, you threw. If you, bro, you threw. So
it's over with.
But we judge things based off of what we've been through. Like, yeah, we've been able to attract women, the best women, broke as hell, offer to get fly me to Calabasas so you can do that thing that you did. Everybody top five at least.
You listen. At the end of the day, you're not wrong. At the end of the day, the best thing you could do is get your money because most of the time these women are going to be transactional. And most of you dudes don't have the discernment to know a woman who like you or don't. So you might as well just get your money and make them act right because you're paying them money. You know what I'm saying? I say like who like you, but man, what you doing is, I mean, it's an easier thing, man. If I just throw the money out there, man, she going to act right because she need the money. So either way, you're getting a woman in pocket. So I ain't never mad at a man living his life the way he want to live it. You know what I'm saying? And you encouraging and you helping dudes get their money right, which I feel like it's the most important thing anyway, because, man, you could try to talk her into it, but like I said, I like her to talk herself into it by what I'm wearing, what I'm hopping out of, and how I'm living. And that's the easiest way to go about it. And I see you do that shit well, too. Appreciate. I would have kept on going, but, man, the audio was messed up, so we just going to cut it, and I'm going to put it on YouTube later with the real audio, man. Appreciate you coming. Hey, man, listen, this is a good conversation. You're going to have to come back in a year or something, man, when you've been outside for a little bit longer.
You going to see me that good. I'm happy as ever, man. Hey. Life is going crazy for me, bro.
So that's what it comes down to, right? Character versus money, right? It's, in my opinion, once again, doesn't really matter. There is no guarantees. It's all a gamble, right? You're gambling on, are you dealing with her representative or is this who she really is? You're not God. You can't know her heart. You can't really truly know. So it's probability versus reward, risk versus reward, right? So that's what it is. You know what I mean? And I hate when men get on here and say, well, you just do this, that. And that's how you get a woman. No, there is no one size fit all, right? Most people would never get married. A lot of people are going to end up divorced. It's just the name of the game. Enjoy it while it lasts. Quit thinking that these women are angelic and, so good that they just looking for love in the right places. It ain't that. These women are savages. And they will take your heart out, stump it on the ground, and give it back to you. So don't get it twisted. Hit the like button, the subscribe button. Thank y'all for coming to the show. Thank you for coming, King's Picks. Till the next show. I'll probably do a stream tomorrow morning. I'll catch you guys later.